Good morning. It is day 29 on the Pacific Crest Trail, and today it is cold and windy. Last night, luckily, it was a little bit windy where I was, but not too bad. It was fairly quiet actually, but definitely cold. And I woke up and it was cold. Luckily, my shoes weren't too wet and my socks had dried out a little bit, so that wasn't so bad. But my fingers were very cold. And one thing they don't tell you about the PCT, at least so far in the first month or so, is that your nose is pretty much constantly dribbling. That's definitely true of right now. It's just a cold time. So yeah, we set off at about 7 a.m. today. There's another closure this time due to, I think it's just protecting the environment, the wildlife in a particular area. So in about 6 miles, we're going to take a detour along Highway 2, a road, which we're not sure how long it is, anywhere from between 5 to 8 miles, I think people's guesses are. So we'll see how long that takes. And then there's a campground fairly soon after that, so hopefully we should finish on about 15 miles again. But the sun is out, so hopefully it will warm up. Hopefully I won't be wearing my puffy for too much longer. But yeah, we shall see how the day goes. So I actually ended up taking my puffy off about 5 minutes after I finished that recording. I turned around a bend, the sun came out, the wind stopped, and it was much nicer and warm, which was lovely. I'll start with the fun stuff first. So the day was quite satisfying from a hiking perspective. It started with quite a steep ascent, which came with some lovely views again, but it was quite tough. Definitely more tough in terms of the gradient than anything we did yesterday, but it was fairly short. And then the rest of the day was kind of smaller ups and downs, except for the road section, which was, I did forget to make a note of exactly how long we spent on there, but I think it was about 5 or 6 miles, and yeah, it was fairly chill. The views were nice, it wasn't too boring, joints didn't hurt too much after the flat ground. And the other highlight from today is that we suddenly got a lot of poodle dog bush on the trail, which, as far as I understand it, is kind of a stinging nettle on steroids, although it looks like a tiny little collection of palm trees almost. And I don't know exactly what the symptoms are of if you were to touch it, but apparently it sends people to the emergency room, so definitely something to avoid, and we've seen a lot of it today. In other news, I have started a new audiobook, so I'm listening to Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro, which is about a solar-powered android which is designed to be a child's companion in a kind of dystopian world, and it's kind of a fly-on-the-wall look into... so the androids are learning how to understand the world around them, so we're kind of understanding the world through their eyes, which seems a very interesting concept so far, so we'll see how that goes. And then in less fun news, unfortunately, Birdsong injured her shin today, and so I was a few miles ahead at this point, and there was no service, so I got a text come through, tried to find out what was going on, but I've had virtually no communication with the others, just because no service, which has made things a little bit more difficult to stay in contact with everyone, obviously. So Birdsong made it to the next town we were planning on staying at and resupplying, so planning on staying there for a few days, so it sounds like it's not too serious, and I'm hoping that she's going to do okay and is going to be able to join us on the trail once we get there. But yeah, it's just another one of those reminders that it's great to be grateful for the time that we have on this trail, and all the experiences that come with it and all the people that we meet, because you never know what could happen at any moment. So hopefully it'll heal quickly and we'll be able to regroup in the next town. At the moment, this is the first night that I've been camping by myself. So the others helped Birdsong to get a hitch into the next town, and I sent them a message saying where I was going to be, but I haven't heard back from them yet. So my initial plan for tomorrow is to do about 20 miles, but I'll wait till I have service and I hear what the others are doing. They may be ahead, they may be behind. It's an interesting situation not knowing where the people are and trying to figure out what we're going to do next. But yeah, I'm sure once I've got service again, we'll be able to figure something out fairly quickly, and I'll be able to see everyone soon. So yes, not the most fun way to end the day, but hopefully everyone will be okay once reunited, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.